and welcome back to another video of jPlay. And yes, today I'm starting my playthrough of Shadows of Kilforth, which is apparently the successor of Gloom of Kilforth. Does anyone remember Gloom, by the way? Yeah, apparently designed by mastermind Tristan Hall, or as I used to refer to him, Sir Tristan Hall. He's really a gentleman. And I'm really happy that I can finally do my playthrough of Shadows of Kilforth here. Apparently, I am playing the game in its whole awesomeness. So I'm using the mat for the player here. I come to my little classes and my race in a second. Apparently, I'm also using the huge little map here. I'm using the bigger location cards here. And I'm also using some of the extra cards that came with, I think it was with the Pimp My Kilforth or so. Cannot quite remember what this box is called. So yes, you will pretty much see an all-in kind of experience. The majority of my setup was really done totally randomly. So I shuffled all those race cards, and in the end I ended up with Little Red Riding Hood. No, it's a vampire, apparently a lovely looking vampire, and my class is a samurai, so I'm a vampire samurai. The one thing that I did not do randomly was the Saga deck, because they're really, as it's my first game, I'm playing Shadows of Kilforth. I played Gloom of Kilforth definitely quite a few times, but never this one, so I really wanted to stick to the recommendation in respect to those Saga cards here. Apart from that, everything else is more or less by the book. As my Saga here, the Great Feast Hall, and I will do some reading in a second here, tells me I need a title. I decided to draw a title for one of my two rumor cards, and I kept this title here. And why I did that, I also will explain you in a second. And maybe we should have a closer look at our, I think, what is it? The Ancient, I believe it's the Ancient, a demon, the Bishop of Bride. The Bishop overwhelms its victims with terrible panic and horrific delusions, then offers a stark, simple solution to their pain. Join in the darkness by embracing ruin and despair. I believe he's the strongest Ancient there is. I think they range from 5 to 8. Yeah, that's an 8. Again, I did that randomly. I decided to play with the abilities and with the plot cards. Could be really bad idea, but I will try to do it anyway, just to also give a little bit of a somewhat different experience to Gloom of Kilforth here. So really want to again use what the game provides. I'm not playing with the Couch of Death, which is an alternate card to the Montoba Shrine here. So I really stick here to the standard version of the game, so I can still perform market action. I believe when you use the Couch of Death, you will start the game with one fewer hit point or life point, and also can no longer perform market actions here. So let's not do that yet. In order to win this game, we have to complete our saga, which consists now of 4 chapters, and I think the last one, how is it called? A finale, exactly. As soon as we have finished our finale, the Ancient One comes up. We already know where he comes up. He will appear in the Towers of Cain somewhere here. Cannot quite, I have not really good orientation yet on the board here, but this is basically knowledge that we know, and then we can basically go there and attack him, and hopefully we are winning. If we are losing, basically getting defeated, and it's similar to Runebound. If you don't succeed, you're out of the game, and as I'm playing a solo game, I have apparently lost the game. Okay, let's look at our so-called saga, which is the Great Feast Hall. As a child, you were obsessed with a fairy tale of the Great Feast Hall. The 1,000-year-old story is believed to have originated from the wild claw barbarian tribes who inhabit the mountains. If you can find them, earn their respect, and forge a connection with their elder tribesmen, maybe you can finally learn about the whereabouts of the legendary hall. So in order to complete this first chapter, we need to do a regale action, we need to spend 5 gold, and we need to have those keywords either on rumor cards, which are pretty much cards in our hand, or we can also use those keywords here on any assets that are laying out. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to keep the title card here, because there's a good chance we can get this title really as an asset relatively soon. And this would mean we basically have 1/3 of our first Saga card already completed. I think that's definitely a good thing. And I think with that being said, let's simply get started. We start the game with 4 health, and this also equals 4 action points. In order to do anything, in most cases, you have to spend an action point. Whenever you lose a health point, you're also losing one of your active action points. So that's really something that you really have to keep in mind. So I think with our very first action points, we will go into hiding. So we will take this nice little tree here and we'll place it next to our lovely vampire. Maybe I shouldn't use to stand. Maybe I should do it like this. I think then you can really see the beautiful artwork of this game. Again, apparently this game is really beautiful to look at. So this was already our first action. With my second action, I'm doing a simple move action down here to the smoky mesa. Of course, I will take my little hiding token with me. And as we're here in a mountain range, which is also good for our Saga, apparently, we have to draw our very first mountain card here. Again, we need the keyword mountain here. So let's see what we get. An ebony crypt. So this is a place, a mountain. Oh, that's the perfect card. Oh, I had different plans, but this is really tempting now. Basically as a trophy, so if I overcome it, I gain 1 spell. Oof, it's also very nice because trophies is something I immediately get. And I get this card. Oh, wow, that's really amazing. The Mage Dorago is buried here along with his diaries and arcane journals. Perhaps one of these old tomes could bring you enlightenment. So we could now decide if you want to go for a sneak test or if you want to go for a, I think it's lore test. No, whatever. Basically this book here. The problem is both of those are not really great actually. So we get a bonus here and here, but it's exactly not for those two. So I would be rolling 2 dice in order to grab it. I still have 2 actions and I don't have to do that within 1 day, within 1 action, of course, in 1 day. So if I'm not making it tonight, in this day, come on, I have to try again as of tomorrow. But to be honest, I think it's not going anywhere. I think that's okay. No, I think I will leave the card where it is. It's a place, so obviously it won't go anywhere anytime soon. So I will spend my 3rd action to move here to Heaven's Gate. And by the way, this is one of the 2 cards that fell into gloom right after setup. So when in a 1-player game, you basically draw 2 night cards and bring this the according locations into gloom, but Heaven's Gate is still fine. I have to draw a card here too, though that's a plane. So let's see what we get here. And that's a quest. Okay, that's a quest. I can overcome this quest. Quest on a plains. Yeah, oh, we need this too, actually. So we have mountain quest and title. Wow, that was a perfect movement down here. You have been entrusted to deliver a message from the Knights of the Rose to a local lord, the contents of which you are not to know, apparently. As a trophy, relocate to the Celestial Tree so we can move there if we want to. I think that's nothing I need to do. That's 4 and 2. I could imagine going for this one. But before I do anything, with my very last action this round, I am doing a discover action. At the location, on a reward rumor in your hand. Convert the rumor to an asset. And guess what? We have the perfect card in our hand, which is the title. We need to be at Heaven's Gate. That was my plan all along. And we have basically found that this rumor is true. So we are now the Hunter of the Undying. It's a title and a merit, so that's a unique keyword. So I cannot have another whatever thing with merit on it. Deed is pretty much a free action. We can veil it, which is a, I think, holy kind of way to say you want to tap the card. Defeat an undead enemy at your location. I'm undead myself, but yeah, I will take it anyway. I mean, this is pretty amazing. That's really, really, really a great start. So let's bring out this title here. It gives us a +1 to our combat. So overall we are rolling 5 combat dice. Now that's really not terrible, by the way. And we have this nice little extra free ability, and it's the keyword we need for this saga here. And if you're using keywords from your assets, you don't have to discard those. You can discard them, but you don't have to. But if you do, we still get a lot of gold. So definitely something to think about. That's pretty much the end of our first round, as we have burned through all of our action points here. Basically, we are now going through a night phase. So in theory, we are now declaring we are making camp, I believe is the proper term. So we are basically passing, and then we are moving into the night phase. So first, we check if one of our heroes, so basically me, is in a location that is currently at gloom. At a gloom location, we are not, so we are not losing any health points here. Then the first hero, again, which is only me, is to draw a night card. Let's do that. So let's grab the topmost card here. And here we found a political scheme, which is an event. Revealed. When breaking camp ends, Rosen Knights lose 1 AP and Doomguard gain 1 AP. All heroes choose sides. Okay, we have not chosen our sides yet. So apparently plots to overthrow the supposedly tyrannical local governments are uncovered by the secret police. I did not go through the night card, so I have no clue what to expect me. The thing what makes me a little bit nervous here, because on this card it says Rosen Knights lose 1 AP and Doomguard. So if it's somewhat balanced, I would envision that it's now more likely that something good might happen for the Knights of the Rose. And I think, not sure if that pays out, but I will do it anyway. So I will choose the Rosen Guard side. I have no clue where to place it. We'll place it somewhere here on my player mat. And apparently we have to, or Sea of Clouds will now fall into gloom, which is a cool location because it offers a shortcut here to move to the Imperial Forest, which is up there, 3 cards up there. So I think overall, the special ability will still remain. It's simply yet another card or location that has fallen into gloom. So if we may break camp here or make camp here, yeah, basically we would lose 1 action point here and 1 health apparently. I think that's pretty much it. So we will regain all of our action points because we haven't received any wounds. We could unveil any cards. We don't have any veiled cards. So I think with that being said, we can directly move into our next round. And I think I will still do that in this episode to at least show you some tests. So with my first action, I want to confront this quest here. We really need this quest. Again, I could go for this one. Here I would roll 2 dice, but I also only need 2 successes. Here I would roll 4 dice now in total because I'm the samurai and also my vampiric race abilities give me 3 dice. So I think I will go for this head here. If I would be playing Eldritch Horror, it would be, what is it? Will, I believe. So sorry for that. If I will look those up. For my next episode, I'm better prepared. I'm promised. So yeah, let's start rolling some dice, shall we? Arkham Horror style, we are looking for 5s and 6 to be successes. Again, we need 4 of those. And again, I don't need to do that basically in one go. This is, again, sorry for all those references, but this kind of reminds me a little bit of Fortune and Glory, where you also can move on as long as you are meeting the requirements and at least rolling 1 success. But it's still different enough because you can still go on unless you are dealing with a stranger right now. We are not dealing with a stranger. So yeah, let's see. Let's roll for those dice. Okay, that's 1 success. I don't know which. I think I will go with these gold tokens here to show my successes. Again, I can move on, but I have to spend yet another action point. So let's do that. We are still looking for 3 more successes, and maybe I really should have gone for the other ability here. I think there are no re-rolls I'm doing. Nope. No, I cannot. Okay, that's more like it. Those are 2 more successes here. Very, very nice. Okay, maybe we can come out of this. 3rd action. And then we should be hopefully able to deal with this quest here. It's an honor quest, honorous quest. Yes, awesome. So we were able to complete this quest. Okay, that's definitely something. And then I'm allowed to get a reward. It's either the gold value that's printed here, only 1 gold, that's pretty lame. In this case, I can also go for the big loot bag. And yes, I'm using the big one. There's also a smaller one, but I think with this Pimp My Kilforth or Pimp My Shadows, there comes really a nice little bag. So let's see what we get. And oh, apparently it's some glue. No, it's beer. Discard any one enemy. Okay, I can fight this guy for a beer. Apparently that's not bad actually. So maybe I think that's good. Definitely there are better tokens out there, but I will keep it anyway. I will definitely place it on my player map, which is really so highly functional. I really love it a lot. But I still get a second reward, and now I can decide if I want to keep this card, put it in my hand as a rumor, but it's not really worth anything, to be honest. I could also go for a spell instead, also as a rumor, so if I really don't like this. But in this case, I really need the quest keyword here, so I think I will definitely grab this card and put it into my hand. So I'm already 2/3 on my way to my very first chapter. Problem is I still need 4 more gold, as I only start the game with 1 gold. And again, a normal regale action requires you to spend 5 gold in order to do that. So we definitely need some more gold. So that's why I really use the loot bag, because I think there are tokens with up to 3 gold tokens on it. So I think that's definitely something. I think I still have 1 more action left. And by the way, I should no longer be hidden here. I'm sorry for that. It's something that happens when I think it's the, what is it, daybreak? The very first thing is daybreak, I believe, happens. So when you also untap all of your cards, then you also will lose your hidden token. And because I knew where I was traveling, I was not so concerned about being hidden or not. But again, with my very first last action, I will move into Smoky Mesa here, because again, there's also something which I need later on, and it could give me 3 gold, and yeah, it's basically the mountain keyword I need too. Amazing. Again, that was already our day, so it's time to draw our next night card. Apparently we are not in a location that is currently in gloom, and here we have Fell Blake. Area cracks, falls into gloom. That's right next to us actually, but again, next to us is definitely nothing that's important for us right now. And then we have another event here. If it's revealed, which it is right now, strongest hero sacrifices 1 ally. Awesome. I should have went into hiding. Thing is, I don't have any allies, so I cannot sacrifice the ally. And then all heroes not hidden lose 1 health points. That's bad, because that's also means we will start the next day with only 3 action points, because again, we are not auto healing in this game. Bummer. And actually, I really forgot to bring my coins from upstairs, so I think as of the next episode I will use some cooler gold coins. So one thing that we need to do is basically get our APs back, action points back. As we only have 3 healths, we are also only getting 3 action points back. We don't have to unveil anything, I think. Yeah, let's do 1 more day, I believe. And again, we are here at the Smoky Mesa. So the idea is now really, discovering, exploring this place here, the mountain. We want the mountain card and we want the gold. So I think, let's totally do that. So we will spend our very first action point. Yeah, let's do that. To go for this, I think this is actually sneak. I'm pretty sure about that. So we will do a sneak test. We are only rolling 2 dice, but we are also only looking for 3 successes in total. So yeah, let's do that. Wow, that's definitely an epic fail, I would say. Not good enough. So let's spend yet another one. That's tricky. Okay, that's 1 success at least. Oof, but still not great, actually. Come on. I still could spend fate tokens, but let's see. I think I will also spend my last action point for today. Come on. Yes, it's a 5. Okay, I think I will do that now. So I will basically spend or get this one extra success. I need one more, keep that in mind. So I can spend one of my so-called fate tokens to simply add one success to this encounter here, I would say. And so basically we have completed this, which gives us pretty much 3... Come on. 3 gold, so we will definitely go for the gold here because we need gold for our Saga apparently. And then again we can choose if you want to keep this card or go for, I think that's another title, but I think I want the mountain rumor here, so I think I will keep the card here. And we still, it's a trophy, absolutely. It's on the map, it's a trophy, we gain 1 spell. And as it's part of a trophy, we can put it into play as an asset right off the bat, or we can basically sell it for its gold value. But let's see what we get first. And here we have drawn withdraw, spell, a kinetic spell. Hero, escape from a battle and make camp before the skirmish step of or any trap effects. Danger is too great and your time too short for this potentially bloody distraction. Oof, I think it can be cool actually, but I'm a fighter to be honest. So I think escaping is not really in my DNA. So no, I will basically sell it for 3 more gold, which is definitely pretty great to be honest. Yeah, absolutely. Because this is what we need in order to complete our very first Saga, and I think we should be able to complete it. So this goes back or goes to the discard pile if I'm not mistaken. And we are now at 7 gold already. That's not too shabby. And of course, we can still grab this card here again. I could go for a title, but again, I want this card. So basically with my next turn, I should be able to complete my very first chapter. Nice. In theory, I'm out of action, but as a free action, as a deed, I could do meditation here, which gives me 1 extra rest action point. And for this rest action point, we get our heart back. So in theory, if nothing else would happen, we would regain all of our action points during this night. And we are not in a gloomy location, so let's simply draw our next night card. And the Towers of Cain will fall into gloom. So far, I'm actually pretty lucky. No forest location fell into gloom, because then you would also place a plot card into play. So I think that's good. Towers of Cain, where are those Towers of Cain? Is that a different game or simply blind now? Come on, are you kidding me? Towers of Cain. Ah, there it is. Okay, awesome. Other side of the map. So here they are. And we will place this new religious cult as a quest onto the Towers of Cain. Sinister cults spring up throughout the wilds, preying on the fears of the weak will to pressure sinners into their insidious ranks. Actually, that's a pretty cool one. It gives us 3 gold, but wow, that's really tough to beat, but maybe not for us. I think this will here is definitely something we might be able to beat, but let's place this cult there first, and then we will move into the next day. So we will get all our action points back. That's definitely something. We can untap our samurai special martial ability here. So we have 4 action points, and I think with our very first action point we will do a regale action. I can do that anywhere I want. I think still if there is what is these little cloud icons, then I cannot do that, but we will spend now 5 gold. 1 2 3 4 and 5. We will check for the keywords. So we will have here, we have the title. Awesome. So we can keep it, or we can sell the title now for 5, but I think I'm not going to. Then we need a mountain. We have the mountain here, and we need quest. We have quest. So those simply are discarded in this case. So that's kind of a bummer, but I think that's still pretty cool to be honest. So we have pretty much completed our very first Saga here. Next we are basically leveling up, so we get 1 more health point, which also means we get 1 more AP. Unfortunately, we don't get it as an active AP. It's pretty much spent, so at the start of the next day we might be able to get that. Then we get 1 of our, I think, skill cards. And each class consists of 2 that you can choose from basically when you are leveling up. These are my level 1 cards. So we have Savage, I don't know. When you draw mountain encounters, draw 1 extra encounter and choose 1 to discard. Or we can do Taekwondo. Basically, we can add 1 to your fight for 1 battle round. These are both tempting, but to be honest, early on, I think getting more choices in respect to those cards could be crucial. I think fight dice, there are other ways to get those or successes, but really being more flexible in respect to the cards you draw, I think that's more important. So let's go for the Savage. I'm a vampire. I'm more savagey, I believe. So this card is simply discarded, so I can no longer take it. When I go to the next level, when I complete my next Saga chapter, I have to choose from the level 2 one. So it's not like Gloomhaven, for example. Last but not least, let's definitely remove those gold pieces. We will move to chapter 2. So we have to look for the next keywords. We need quest, planes, and quest. Oh, 2 quests. Ooh, that's something. But we have 1 quest out on the board, so this could help us, maybe. Armed with a little knowledge from those wild claws who actually deign to speak with you, your journey leads you across the beautiful grassland of Kilforth. But you soon start to feel that you're traveling in circles, running errands for their people wherever you go. Furthermore, you can shake the feeling that you are being tracked as you go. Nevertheless, you are determined to do what must be done to discover the Great Hall, where it is said one can dine with the gods themselves. Okay, I need planes and I need 2 quest cards. And these colors really mean something. You usually find those colors in the appropriate colored decks, just in case you are wondering. I still have 3 more actions. I think with 1 action, I will go into hiding again. So let's place this little tree like here. Not sure how well you can hide with all of these red glowing garments, but yeah. Somehow she manages to do just that. We still have 2 more actions. And to be honest, I'm kind of tempted either moving here and doing a market action. For example, I still have 2 gold, but you can definitely get something for 2 gold. It's really not great, but maybe it will help you. On the other hand, I could also move towards this new religious cult here. Basically on the top right of our current position here, but I will not do that. So in theory, I could make it 1 to here. And when I go here, I get 1 extra AP for the first time on any day when they move into this location for the first time. So I get 1 extra AP right off the bat. This could be tempting because I can choose the encounters here because of my Savage ability. Yeah, let's do that. So with 1 heart, we will move here into Manitoba Shrine. In theory, I could stop here and do a market action, but with just 2 gold, I'm not so sure. Then I will move over here to the Divine Heights. Heroes gain 1 AP when they move into this location for the first time on any day. So I get 1 AP back. But now I have to draw our very first mountain card. No, I think, yeah, we draw them both at the same time and choose. So I don't have to make the call right away. Here we have a Horse Lord, which is a stranger. Stranger is okay. He has a weakness of steed. Okay, I don't have any steed, so I could basically overcome this immediately as a free action. Okay, here the painting contest. How lovely is that? That's a quest, and I need quests like crazy for my next chapter, actually. So I think in this case, I think that's pretty clear. We will go for the painting contest here. Lovely. If we would have been pious, it would also be a freebie for us. And as we have received a free AP, in theory, I could try it right away. So I would roll 4 dice on this one here. And I still have fate tokens, which I haven't used. You can only use 1 fate token per day. But if I'm extremely lucky and I'm rolling 2 successes, I would be willing to spend 1 of my fate tokens. I think that would make sense. Yeah, let's do that. So we will spend, again, the regained action point. We will roll 4 dice for our will test. So it's 3 plus 1 in this case. And then it's time to roll some dice. So if you're rolling 2 5s and or 6s, then we might be able to make it. So let's see. Yeah, that's That's exactly what I thought it to be. And to be honest, I'm not so sure if I want to stick to these white dice here, because this is tricky. This is a 2. Not sure if you're able to see that. So overall, this was a pretty crappy roll, actually. So I guess I will, not use any fate tokens, because those would have been lost anyway. So yeah, that was really now the final action for this day. I don't get the free additional AP for the next day, because I only get it when I move into this location. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, we are not at a gloomy location, so we simply draw our night card. And here we have troop maneuvers. Smoky Mesa, I think that was the location I was for quite some time, actually. Falls into gloom. And then revealed Rosen Knights, that's us. Yeah, we are Rosen Knight. We have chosen to be a Rosen Knight. May each discard 1 card from anywhere in play. Oh, that's so nice. This would have been so nice, but there are no cards I really want to discard right now. They're all beneficial to us. Oh man, okay. All heroes gain 1 gold, then choose once. Oh, awesome. We basically gain yet another gold. To be honest, I'm really a very loyal guy, so I will stick to the Rosen Knights in a garish display of might and pride. And look at this artwork here. Legions of soldiers march abroad to deter their enemies. Okay, that's pretty much it already. I really like those events a little bit better. They're more flavorish than in Gloom of Kilforth. Really a job nicely done, actually. Then we would move into the next day, but I think for today I will call it. I really hope you enjoy my little playthrough of Shadows of Kilforth here. Really looking forward to my next episode. I will definitely play this to the end, that's for sure. So far we are not doing really bad. Apparently we already lost some time and we are just started into our 2nd chapter, but I think overall we are not doing bad. Again, a huge shout out to all of my patrons. Really appreciate your support. If you want to support the channel, then go to my page on Patreon. You will find some exclusive content. I'm doing basically giveaways every now and then. I'm about to plan one within the next couple of days, so apparently it will be Patreon exclusive for those. If you don't want or can't spend any money, that's totally fine too. Like and subscribe. That definitely helps as well. And yeah, really hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.